Hey everyone, I'm back again with another video, and today I will simply be doing discussing a topic that one of my Facebook friends suggested that I talk about. And the topic that I will be talking about is how black people are portrayed in the media and how it is detrimental to our existence. So oh, and shout out to Ayana too for suggesting that I talk about this. I feel like, again, let me say the topic again. The topic is the portrayal of blacks on camera and how it is detrimental to our existence. And I feel like majority of the time when you see black people on TV, they are always portrayed in a negative light. Always portrayed in a negative light. I mean, you have some scenarios or instances where, you know, it's the positive side of black people. But mainly we're portrayed in a negative light. And it's facts. It's facts. And I'm going to kick something to y'all right now. So think about movies. Think about TV reality. Think about the news. Just think about the media in general and how they portray us. Think about, when you think about movies, think about all the movies that you have seen and think about, and pay attention to the characters, the type of characters that black people play. I feel like black people are typecasted in a lot of roles that they're playing. And it's just stereotypical roles as well. So when you think about it, think about Halle Berry, think about Denzel Washington, and think about Monique. Those are the top people that came to my mind when I thought of movies and people being typecasted in roles, you know? So I feel like they were typecasted when they won those Oscars. Monique, she played a shitty ass mom, you know, who was impoverished, who lived in poverty, who beat on her daughter, who molested her daughter. Just the ugliest side you can think of, she played as a mom, you know. And I feel like that was definitely a stereotype. It was definitely a stereotype. But don't get me wrong, I'm not knocking the movie, because Monique did her thing in that movie too. She killed that role. But the fact is, she was typecasted, and when she was typecasted, she killed the role, and she ended up winning an Oscar for it. You know, you think about Halle Berry. I think the movie was Monster Ball or Monster something ball, Monster Ball, Monster Ball, Monster, whatever. Think about it. She played a freaking slut. You know, she played like the greatest slut on TV, and that won her an Oscar. Again, she was typecasted. That was a stereotypical role. You know, a lot of blacks are considered sluts, hoes, hoochies, because the way they dress, they automatically got to be a hoe or something. And then you think about Denzel Washington in Training Day. He had to play a thug, bang, bang, shoot him up, a crooked cop. You know what I'm saying? In order for him to win an Oscar. And I'm saying all that to say that, you know, black people are typecasted in roles, and they really are. And it's stereotypical typecasting is the point that I'm trying to make. And I feel like movies, they don't show, you know, black loving, caring families. They don't show positive movies there are some, but they don't show enough of those type of films. They don't show enough of black people in movies where black people are successful. You know, they don't show the good side of black people. They don't show how black people are caring, are loving, are courageous, are bold, are talented, are just, man, we are so much more than the roles that they try to typecast us as. We are so much more than that, you know. And it just sucks because we don't see a lot of that on TV or the movies, you know. And then when you think about TV reality, you have all these garbage reality shows, which I watch, you know, we all watch them. I watch them too, but it's garbage, you know, it's just garbage. And for people that aren't strong-minded and don't know how to think on their own besides the media, because the media feeds people a lot of information and people tend to believe it. So when you're watching these reality shows like Love and Hip Hop, Basketball Wives, I don't even know what other reality shows they are where they're depicting or they're showing black people, going at it with each other. All black people don't fight against each other. All black people aren't angry or aggressive, Like, it's one thing to be assertive, but it's another thing to be aggressive. And I feel like they show us as like angry people on TV as well. And I feel like a lot of these people on these reality shows, what we have to do is we have to take control of how we're being depicted in the media. And I fought them halfway too, because it's like you putting yourself in this position to be depicted a certain way. A lot of people try to say, well, no, that's not how it went down. It's the editing. It's how they edit it. But you put yourself in a position to be edited and for it to look like what it looked like, For an outside person looking in, we don't see the editing going on. We just see what we see on TV. So for people that don't have black friends, that ain't never been in a room with black people, when they see this type of stuff on TV, they think, oh, that's how black people are. Black people are angry. Black people like to fight. All black people, they're nothing. All they do is live in poverty. All they care about is clothes, jewelry, fat. All they care about is that type of materialistic type of stuff. And it's just like, no, all black people, that's not all we care about. That's not all we care about. And I just feel like reality TV, it feeds a lot of those it feeds the people a lot of those negative stereotypes about black people, and then we have the news. When you look at the news, I freaking hate the news. I don't like looking at the news. I just don't like looking at the news because it's a lot of negative stuff on the news. Like, you probably hear a couple of positive things on the news. The news ain't the news. The news is freaking gossip. It's fake stuff. And with the news, how the news portray black people is horrible. It's horrible. They got it all wrong. Think about it. When you watch the news and you see them doing coverage on something urban or something, you see them going, you always see them in an impoverished neighborhood. They're always in the ghettos, always, whether it be here in America or if it's over there in Africa. They don't never show the good sides. They don't never show the suburbs or wherever. They're always in the urban community, the hood, the impoverished neighborhoods. And they always seem to find that one ratchet black person, that one that has no filter at all. And they always tend to get that person on camera acting a fool. And so when people see that, they laughing at us and they thinking that that's how we act, that we are uneducated people. And it's a lot of educated black people in this world. We just don't see them depicted on TV. And it's not right. It's not right at all. And to go back to Ayana's topic, she wants to know how it is detrimental to our existence. All the way that we're being portrayed in the media is very detrimental to our existence. Because, for instance, reality TV, people that don't know us, they see this and they be like, ooh, that's how they act. I don't want no parts. I don't want nothing to do with them because they act like that. They ghetto. We ghetto. Just because you black don't mean you ghetto. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of ghetto people in this world that ain't black. You know what I'm saying? I feel like ghetto is not about color. It's not about race. I feel like ghetto is more about where you come from. You know what I'm saying? When you was young and you shooting hoops with not a basketball court, but with a crate or a buggy. That's just called using your resources. That just shows you how smart we are and how we know how to turn nothing into something, and how we gonna make fun out of nothing, and how we can turn some noodles into pasta. We just creative like that. When you don't have nothing You know how to switch, you know how to make it something. You know what I'm saying? And so I just feel like it's just detrimental, because people would see those depictions of us and they would think that we really like that. And we're not. You know what I'm saying? And for the generation that's coming up, for the young kids, they see this and they see their parents and everybody else glorifying this stuff, and they feel like they can do that. They can do that right there, and they don't have to set goals in life to be better in life. You know what I'm saying? They feel like they can be on government assistance for forever, and that's it. You know, they're not thinking beyond that. They're not thinking about they can go to college, they can get an education, because that's not what they're seeing on TV. They're seeing a bunch of garbage. If they don't see this stuff on TV, they're not gonna, their mind isn't gonna want to set goals to, or even think that they can reach those type of heights or type of levels. And I feel like it's sad, and we need people. That's why, thank you, Ayana, because we need people like you to ask questions like this, so people can start thinking. It's detrimental to our existence, because, you know, when we see that stuff on TV, we gonna start really seeing ourselves like that. And that's not how we are, because that's how other people see us. And yeah, that's how other people see us, and that's how we gonna start seeing ourselves. We gonna start thinking that we're no good. We gonna start thinking that because men in these videos, how they talk to women, how they treat women, that's how we should be treated. And that's not how we should be treated. And men gonna see how these women is talking to these men on TV, and they gonna think that that's how they supposed to be treated. And it's all backwards. It's all backwards. It's a bunch of bull crap, and it's a bunch of garbage that's been fed into our minds, into our eyes, and that's going into our mind, you know? And so for young kids, it's like, you know, we gotta be a better example for them. That's why I feel like the people on reality TV, they need to be more accountable. They need to be held accountable for their actions on TV, because people are watching. And that's what they think you are. You're what am I trying to say? Your appearance, the way you come off, that's everything. That plays a lot of, I know a lot of people may say, well, I don't care what people think about me, but excuse me, you should care what people think about you, because it's people watching you. You know, it's young kids watching you. And you know, we want all of us to be able to think higher than, oh, I'm just gonna be on Section 8. I got Section 8. Woo! This the end of this it. I'm doing good. You know, I got Section 8. I'm in my big house, and I don't have to set no goals. I'm living life. No, it's more to life than that. You know what I'm saying? It's way more to life than that. That's not living, man. That's settling. And I feel like the way we're depicted on these shows and on these TV shows is just showing black people that it's okay to settle, and it's not okay to settle. It's not okay to settle at all. You're not living until you be able to travel the world, you know, till you be able to go to all these different places and gain knowledge, and be able to come back to where you grew up at and share this information with people so they can know what's right, you know. And you know, the Bible says, I ain't trying to get holy and spiritual on y'all, but it says that, you know, the people, they will perish for the lack of knowledge. And if we don't know better, we're not going to do better. It's like the blind leading the blind. The blind can't lead the blind. Or if the blind just led me, I'll be in a ditch right now. If I let the news lead me, I will be in a ditch right now. If I let reality TV lead me, I will be in a ditch right now. If I let movies lead me, I will be in a ditch right now. I wouldn't love myself. You know what I'm saying? So it's very important of what we put out there of black people, and what we put out there of ourselves, you know? And I know I probably was just rambling. I don't even know what I was just talking about, but hopefully it makes sense to somebody. Hopefully somebody get it. And thank you, Ayana, once again for, you know, proposing that topic to talk about. I found it very enlightening, and it just made me feel good to just talk about that type of stuff, you know? So, like, comment, give me y'all thoughts and comments on it, on the topic. And you know, subscribe to my YouTube channel and give me tips and tell me what you guys think. I want to hear you guys' feedback on the topic of how Black people are portrayed on camera and how it is detrimental to our existence. I want to hear what you guys have to say. Thank you guys for watching, and you guys enjoy your day.